recorded non-agenda speakers at this time.
Peace and blessing, School District of Palm Beach County. My name is Mohammed, and I'm a non-agenda speaker. As you examine the high school principal, Mr. William Lassen, for not knowing the history of the Jewish Holocaust, my people, ADOS, the American descendants of slavery, we have for over 26 years have been trying to get you to examine us, Florida Statute 1003.428. It appears that the entire school district of Palm Beach County refused to assist our children in the knowledge of themselves. With the deficit model of education that you provide, it is and always have contributed to the miseducation of the Negroes, and you don't appear to notice the destruction that it causes, the non-immigrant blacks specifically. And it continues to create death. It would be better if you would just tell us you don't know what the Florida statute is all about. So would you please examine yourself as a system and do for us what you are doing to examine the Holocaust? All of the non-immigrant blacks are at stake. We don't get the attention from the from the so-called media. You have a system. You can help if you will. And we've been trying to find out what was happening with the CTA, that we can't seem to have them to say anything to you about their concerns from the teacher's perspective. This is a sincere cry because of the pandemic and because of all of the other things that our community continuously go through. We would really appreciate the idea of you as Palm Beach County with your exemplary status, if you would really just make the community to know that Florida Statute 1003.428 is truly a real reality in the educational process here in the state of Florida. It is it's very important to our community, and it's very important to the world of academia. We need your assistance, if you will. And we wish that we could get one of you, like Ms. Brill stood up for the Holocaust. We wish we could get someone to really stand up for what is right for Florida Statute 1003.428 and truly assist the non-immigrant blacks in their efforts in trying to repair some of the damage that the educational system here in the state of Florida has created. It's all of our job, and we're trying to, as a community, trying to really assist you as you continue to try to help us. We were trying to help you, but we need to know clearly. And thank you for your time.
Hi there, my name is Ashley Hobbs. I have two daughters at Wellington High School. I am calling about participation in sports and activities. I'm not sure what topic that is. Anyway, I have two daughters that is on the Wellington High School dance team. Now, this dance team is not like typical schools where it's an art, it's a class, and they perform and do shows. This is a dance team that performs at football games. So it would be the same thing as cheerleaders. It's separate. There's a dance club at school, and there's a performance dance, which is part of the art. But the dance team is just like the cheerleading team, where they're cheering on the players, dancing to the band chants and songs. They can only perform when they have the band playing its music. So to leave them out is like saying football players can't perform at football games or cheerleaders can't. So this needs to be categorized in a different way than how you guys categorize a typical dance team at a school that only performs for shows and is a club. This is a performing sport more than it is an artsy club. Like I said, they only perform to band music when the band performs. And since there will be cheerleaders and there will be football players and there will be part of the band there, the girls should be allowed to perform at the football games. They are not screaming and yelling. There's not going to be a lot of breathiness. They're just performing. And they can do what they need to do while being 6 feet apart. There's plenty of space. They've always had the cheerleaders out there as well as the dance team on the football the track. That's where they've always stood. So they can space out accordingly and still perform safely. I urge you to reconsider. These kids have worked very hard and auditioned, bought uniforms, and taking this away from them is not right. It's saying that they are less than the football players and less than the cheerleaders, which is not the case. So, like I said, this is not considered an art like you think it is, where they just perform at shows, because they don't perform any other time other than a pep rally, which I don't even know if the school is going to be having at this point. So I would like for you to reconsider for Wellington High School, allow the dance team who performs on the track to be able to perform during the football games, especially with the. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hi, good morning. My name is Brianna Fallon, and my daughter Jordan is a senior this year at Wellington High School and a member of the dance team. I believe this is an agenda issue, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But the reason I'm calling is because we've been notified that they will not be allowed to dance on the sidelines during the football games. I'm asking you to reconsider that decision, as we know right now only cheerleaders are allowed to dance, to participate in the games. There's no reason in my mind why the girls can't dance during the games, as there's plenty of room to social distance and wear a mask. We have left calls and emails, and for some reason they have been unanswered. As I mentioned, my daughter's a senior, and her team has worked very hard. It would be devastating if they couldn't participate, again, with no good reason. I ask once again that you reconsider your decision, allow these girls to participate for one final time, especially as my daughter is a senior. I thank you for your time, and as I've said it twice already, I ask that you would reconsider that decision, as it can be done safely and properly. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. I am not sure that this is an agenda item. I don't believe it is specifically an agenda item, so I don't have a number. My name is Lisa Maida, and I am the parent of a junior who attends a fine arts academy at a district high school. She's also a member of the school's dance team. Auditions were held online this past spring, and the team practiced virtually all summer. Uniforms and other gear were purchased, and the girls are ready to go. The cheerleading squad at this school was only assembled last week, yet I have just learned that they will be allowed at football games and the dancers will not. Lest anyone think I have anything against cheerleaders, let me say I do not. I cheered. My daughter has cheered and danced since she was 4, and she was actually a cheerleader for this school last year before deciding to go out for the dance team. I would feel this way even if she was still on the cheer squad. Apparently, the baton twirlers, the majorettes, and a sides-down version of the band will also be allowed to be at the football games. If the band, twirlers, and majorettes are all considered fine arts clubs, as is the dance team, why are only the dancers being excluded? I would ask the district athletic director, but I have it on good authority that she does not return communication, and time is of the essence here. I have always supported and defended this school board, both on social media and when speaking directly to other district parents. However, that support will cease permanently if you do not correct this grossly unfair oversight and do right by these dancers and their fellow dancers throughout the district. These kids have been through enough. They've had enough taken away. By saying that everybody but the dancers can be at these football games, you are saying who is important and who you care about, and you are saying who you do not feel is important and who you do not care about. And that is not acceptable to me as a citizen and as a parent. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Brandenburg. My daughter is a student senior at Wellington High School, and I'm calling to ask you to please reconsider allowing the dance team to participate at the football games. I understand the cheerleaders are going to participate. They just recently had tryouts. The dance team auditioned last March, April. We bought uniforms. We have an investment in this. My daughter, this will be her second year, her senior year. Everything has been taken away from her as far as outside activities. This was the one thing, 3 games, that she was so looking forward to. These girls have been doing virtual practice. They've worked hard on their routines. There's no reason that they can't social distance at this game. I'm asking you to please reconsider allowing them to dance at the football games. It's an unfortunate thing for everyone that's happening, but if the cheerleaders can cheer, it certainly makes sense that these dancers can dance. Allow the parents to send their daughters off to do this for 3 games. Thank you.
Is that it? Okay. So board members, that brings us to the point of the agenda when we're going to start listening to the